Good morning, students. Today we discuss about aquatic plants. Aquatic plants, as I told you, those plants which grow in water. They are amazingly survive in water. These plants can be further distinguished into floating, fixed, and underwater plants. Floating plants, duckweed, water lettuce, and water hyacinth are some floating plants. Most of these plants have fibrous root system, but they are not fixed at the bottom of the water body. Their roots are just float below the surface. These plants have floating leaves which perform the photosynthesis by trapping the sunlight, carbon dioxide from the air. A chlorophyll also is present in the chlorophyll also present on the surface of the leaves, as this is only the portion which is exposed to the sunlight. So floating plants are light and spongy to facilitate floating. That's why they float. Fixed plants, lotus, water lily are the two examples of fixed plants. These are so called because their roots are fixed at the bottom of the pond. Their stem is long, hollow, light, fixed, flexible, so that they can bend easily with the waves of the water and do not get uprooted. That's why they float. Their leaves float on the surface of water. Next is underwater plant. Plants like hydrilla, pondweed and tape grass are some underwater plants. These plants are completely submerged in water, thin, ribbon-like narrow leaves. There is no stomata in these leaves. They absorb carbon dioxide and give out aquatic animals through their body surface to prepare food. Now come to some non-green plants. How they make their food? Like mushroom plant. If no, then ask your mother to show it to you. What are they asking? Have you seen a mushroom plant? So beta, mushroom, molds and beach drop are the non-green plants that lack chlorophyll. As I told you, the plants which are green have chlorophyll and the plants that are not green do not have chlorophyll. Since these plants cannot make their own food because they do not have chlorophyll, they cannot perform the process of photosynthesis. They also absorb food from other sources. Now come to some interesting amazing plants. There are some unusual plants like Venus flytrap, sundew, pitcher plant. These plants eat insect. Their leaves are modified to capture insect. They are so attractive that insect attract toward them and they eat the insect. Such plants are called insectivorous plants. Like in pitcher plant, you can see in the picture, a leaf is modified into a pitcher like structure. This leaf tip is modified to form a lid which can open and close the mouth of the pitcher. Once an insect enters the pitcher, the lid closes and the insect gets trapped inside. So in this way, these perform the function. So students, let's recall the chapter. First point, plants have developed different features in order to survive in different places, as we all know. Second point, the special features that allow an organism to live in a particular area is known as adaptation. Third point, the reason, the place where a living thing lives and grows naturally is called its habitat. Like where you live is your habitat. Fourth point, plants beta categorized into two different categories on the basis of their habitats. First one is terrestrial plants and second one is aquatic plants. Next, sixth point, plants that grow on the land, on the surface of land, those plants are called terrestrial plants. They are adapted to live in a variety of places like plains, deserts, hills, mountains, marshy places, coastal areas. Seventh point, the plants that grow in water are called aquatic plants. These are further divided into three categories, that is floating plant, fixed plant, underwater plant. Next, eighth point is some plants like mushroom, molds, beach drop are non-green plants as they do not have chlorophyll. So they are not able to make their own food and they absorb its food from other sources. Ninth point, some plants like Venus flytrap, sundew, pitcher plant. These plants are called insectivorous plants. Why they are called insectivorous plants? Because they eat insect. How they eat insect? They are designed so beautifully. They are so beautiful and attractive plants that any insect attract toward them and when the insect sits on the surface of the leaves, they closes the lid and digest the insect. Thank you.